Well met. Does that make you the Arisen? Be at ease. I bear you no ill will. My name is Manella, and I have the honor of serving as a go-between twixt Her Majesty and the Guard. Come, let me buy you a drink. We've much to discuss, and I don't fancy standing round all the while. Shall we make for the tavern?
This ladder can take us to new heights.
Ah, excellent find.
The people of Batal view pawns with great prejudice. They're even forbidden from setting foot in the capital. Her Majesty, Empress Nadinia, has long been troubled by this custom, but many are unhappy about the existence of this tavern, even though it lies outside the capital, simply because it was established as a place for pawns to gather. I know not what manner of person you are, but if you would aid me in my efforts to make the people of Batal more accepting of pawns, I would be glad to offer you a residence permit. 'Tis a bargain more than fair, for those who hold such permits may remain in Batal without having their activities questioned. What say you? Glad I am to hear it. Take this then. Simply show it to one of the sentries and you'll be granted entry to the capital. Oh, and if you encounter any troubled Batali along the way, I bid you assist them. They are harsh in their persecution of the pawns, but were they to be aided by the targets of their ire, mayhap a few stubborn hearts would soften. A simple plan, I know, but 'tis the only one available, or so it seems to me. I bid you good fortune, Sir Arisen.
Well met, sir. How might I be of service?
Simply show it to one of the sentries and you will be granted entry to the capital. Oh, and if you encounter any troubled Batali along the way, I bid you assist them. They are harsh in their persecution of the pawns, but were they to be aided by the targets of their ire, mayhap a few stubborn hearts would soften. A simple plan, I know, but 'tis the only one available, or so it seems to me. I bid you good fortune, Sir Arisen.
Well met, sir. How might I be of service?
I'll harvest what I can, should it please you.
Why, peruse at your leisure, sir. Do come again?
This tavern is open to travelers of all persuasion. Aye, even pawns. So long as they've coined for their ale.
What could yon chest be hiding? I must know.
Let us hope your curiosity will be rewarded.
Oh, well. Aren't you a fine specimen? Might I trouble you to show me your tongue? You're the very picture of health. I dare say a constitution such as yours could survive most any toxin. Have you ever crossed paths with an asp? If you have, I'm sure you'll agree that they are masterful poisoners. Not only do they spew venom with abandon, but they're crafty enough to coat their spears with the substance. Truly remarkable behaviour. 'Tis fit to pique any scholar's curiosity, no? Thus, my task for you. Might you be so kind as to return to me afflicted with asp venom? The opportunity to study the poison's effect on a living specimen would further my research by leaps and bounds. You appear to be in fine health. How disappointing.
Nobles do nothing but guzzle sweetmeats and...
I'd swear I've not blinked once in the lot.
Master, my heart knows no greater peace than when I am by your side.
All knowledge of this, God's way, stems from the forbidden magic research laboratory, which can be found here in Batal. However, you would do well to first travel to the Alta Batal coast and seek a man named Ambrosius. For as a researcher of this laboratory, he will doubtless be able to answer many of your questions.
Looking for aught in particular?
I don't tell half as many lies as my parents.
Must have a rest. Can't afford to get sloppy.
I've never slept better.
Interested in my wares?
Well met, sir.
Your
Fancy a
morning's
gander?
early.
Fine wares all.
I could swear I've seen what's needed here amidst what we have in storage.
Pray, slow your feet. You run too fast for the likes of me.
Let us endeavor to keep up, though we are less fleet of foot.
If you must go off on your own, there's naught to be done. I only hope you'll return sooner rather than later.
Tis not our place to hurry the arisen.
Some skills can only be honed on the battlefield.
What was the missive that just arrived?
Oh, you know. The usual. From Vermont, bound straight for the archives. Not to be opened.
Another one? What is the director up to? Well, never mind that. Did we get any other deliveries today, perchance?
Surely you're not expecting another one of your love letters. Why, just the other day, you were warned not to use this address for personal correspondences. You really mustn't be so imprudent. Need I remind you that if word of our activities here was to get out, we could be shut down.
Yes, yes, I'm well aware of that, thank you. Now come, enough gossiping. We've work to be getting on with.
I'll admit, I did worry you'd forgotten me.
That signature is rather familiar. I wonder if this missive bears some connection to our letter.
Perhaps we ought to bring it to the attention of Regent Kinsfen. I believe I can guide you to the person in question.
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
Well met, sir. Fancy a gander? Fine word.
Wished to always know it.
By and large, the people of Batal seem to adore their benevolent empress.
Methinks it comes of their mutual devotion. Her Majesty offers up a prayer alongside her people every single day.
Vermin's people bear no such love for their Queen Regent. Though, of course...
Look as long as you please. Always a pleasure.
I trust we only purchased what we required, Arisen.
No sense ruining the cost. Such purchases are a gift.
Me? Now, this hardly bears saying, but... Don't you dare try. Always a pleasure. Interested in my wares?
We've made it then. What's our first order of business, Arisen?
I'd sooner stay out of battle where it's possible.
I would appreciate your swift return, Master. A fell unease begins to gnaw at me when you are gone over long.
Preparation's key. I up my training regime.
Glad I am to see you well. I've been wondering how you were getting on. Have you learned aught of the intent behind that letter? 'Twould seem my mother has joined hands with a Batali researcher to achieve her purpose. Which, according to this missive, is to arrange things so that I might rule the kingdom. But I don't understand. Vermont needs no consul. It's found its ruler, its sovereign, pretender though he may be. To say naught of you, does she mean to remove you and the false sovereign both from the picture? Is that what is meant by this tragedy? 'Tis a frightful thought. Yet we are in a much stronger position for having learned of it. You've my gratitude for this. I now know. Book learning will never.
What to do about combat training?
Mayhap I really would have been better off with that.
Kept just about anywhere.
All this quiet makes me itch to...
Tis quiet as a mill pond.